back to the Baggies Podcast YouTube channel, where of course we're giving you all the latest news, views and opinions on all things Albion. Back again today with another Matchday vlog. Today vlogging the game against Hull City this Wednesday, coming up at 8 o'clock for an 8 o'clock kickoff. So we're back at the Hawthorns under the lights again in another non-Saturday 3 PM kickoff, as we are quite used to that as Albion fans recently. But yeah, looking forward to this one, hoping to bounce back after a disappointing 3-0 loss against Fulham at Craven Cottage on the weekend, where everything went wrong for us. So we're hoping for a positive performance, a couple of changes possibly coming in the lineup, especially after Darnell Furlong's red card, but we'll see what happens with that and we'll react to that when we get the team news later on. But before we get into this Matchday vlog, we'll be capturing all the atmosphere here at the Hawthorns. Make sure you subscribe to the Baggies Podcast YouTube channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we've got a very exciting player guest interview coming up very soon. Saido Berahino joins us on the Baggies Podcast, which is coming out on Thursday the 11th of November, so make sure you're around and subscribing to get notified when that comes out. But yeah, let's get straight into this Matchday vlog for West Bromwich Albion versus Hull City. So we've had the team news in at the Hawthorns. A few changes coming into today's lineup, and a couple forced, but a couple optional changes from Valerian Ismail. So in goal, Sam Johnson starts as per expected. The back three is a bit of a jumble, to be honest. Matt Clark keeps his place, but Shemi Ajayi is dropped in the place of Cedric Kipray, and then Kean Bryan replaces the suspended Carl Bartley, who apparently has now picked up 5 yellow cards. Not something that was clocked after that Fulham game, but yeah, he's now on 5 yellow cards. So in comes Kean Bryan for his first start for West Bromwich Albion. Then in the wing-back position we've got Connor Townsend, and replacing Darnell Furlong is the youngster Taylor Gardner-Hickman for his West Bromwich Albion League debut. Obviously played in the Carabao Cup and clash against Arsenal, but yeah, he'll be at this side today, so good luck to him on his debut today. Then in the middle of the park we've got Robert Snodgrass and Jake Livermore, who keep their place in there, and just the one change in the front three with Carlan Grant playing alongside Callum Robinson, who comes in for Jordan Hugill, and then also Matt Phillips keeps his place in there as well. So interesting changes in there, interesting reshuffle in the back three, perhaps time for a change with Valerian Ismail thinking that, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how a couple of debutants, if we like, with Kean Bryan making his first start and Taylor Gardner-Hickman coming in for his first league start. So going to be exciting, looking forward to this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome to you, and welcome to the Hawthorns. Love to have you back in action under the lights tonight. We cannot wait for this evening's fixture. And we'd like to extend a warm welcome to the visiting fans, staff, and players of today's visitors, Hull City. And just a brief reminder, if you can, please wear a face covering if you're moving around the stadium and visiting the concourses. We'd also like to welcome tonight's Matchday sponsors, Trentco, in association with Concept Forms, Baxter, 9 Tom Eves, 12 Joshua Emmanuel, 14 Andrew Cannon, 16 Ryan Longman, 17 Sean McLaughlin, and number 22 Tyler Smith. Next up, Hawthorns, let's show you how your baggies are going to line up this evening. Starting with in goal, number 1, Sam Johnston. Then number 3, Connor Townsend. And number 7, Callum Robinson. And number 8, Jake Livermore. Number 10, Matty Phillips. Number 16, Matt Clark. Number 18, Carl Grant. Number 21, Cedric Cooper. Number 22, Kian Bryan. Number 23, Robert Snodgrass. And number 29, Taylor Gardner-Hepburn. And our substitute this evening are number 2. The second half is incoming. Welcome back to the pitch, your Baggies! Number 11, Brady Giangana.
There we go, guys. Another game finished at the Hawthorns and another matchday vlog from inside the stadium concluded. But don't worry, here are my full thoughts on the game with a sort of instant match reaction. I've just got home from a very chilly West Bromwich and I'm still freezing. I've got probably about 4 layers on at the moment and I'm still pretty cold, and I'm actually back home now out of the stadium. But yeah, it's a chilly one. The gloves came out, the hat came out as well throughout the game. But yeah, the football didn't really warm me up in any way, in any sense of the word at all. Yeah, no real energy in our play for large parts of the game. A Carlan Grant winner yet again separating a pretty drab and dull affair at the Hawthorns yet again. But again, unbeaten at the Hawthorns, you can't really be complaining with that. So kind of got to take the rough with the smooth and kind of say that we come away with 3 points against a pretty bad Hull side, as much as I don't want to kind of diss them because I know they're in a relegation battle, and they did come and they did deny us for 67 minutes or whatever it was until Carlan Grant scored, but we didn't really notch up the intensity at all. Yeah, as I said in the vlog earlier on, a few changes coming into the lineup, but Taylor Gardner-Hickman, a word for him at right wing back. What a game from him. We all know Furlong's coming back in on Saturday against Middlesbrough. I think that's we all just know that's going to happen. But Taylor Gardner-Hickman did a really solid job, and he should be really proud with the way that he played in this particular game. Energy down the right hand side, tenacity in the tackle, you know, and just having a bit of youthfulness in the team was just really nice to see. Just some newfound energy. A player that's never played for West Brom in the league before, just wanting to come on and show their best. You know, a lot of these players have got a little bit too comfortable and a little bit too cosy in Val's side, and I think that it's time that some youngsters come in and upset the apple cart a little bit, make some competition for places, because our squad depth is so poor in comparison with sides like Bournemouth and Fulham. I think it's about time that we see some youngsters come in and upset that apple cart and sort of just create some competition. You know, there's nothing wrong with competition. You should be having 2 players in each position fighting out for that same spot in the team, and it should be very competitive. At the moment, we can have the answers on a postcard. Whoever's going to win those starting spots. We know the starting 11 going into the game. It's just obvious, apart from tonight, which is a little bit of a mystery due to injury and suspension. But we all know who's going to start when everybody's fit. It's going to be that same lineup. So it's good to have these youngsters coming in, and it's good to see that youngsters like Taylor Gardner-Hickman are pushing first-team players for spots. Now that's going to be an interesting battle between him. Well, I say it's not going to be an interesting battle between him and Furlong, because we know that Furlong will start. But it's nice to see that Taylor Gardner-Hickman has shown a good standard of performance and shown that he can do it in this particular game. Yes, against a poor Hull City side who, you know, in the end created really nothing, and yeah, they just came to sort of deny us for 90 minutes, and we ended up having 70% of the ball, which is completely unheard of so far this season. But yeah, you've got to ask where the kind of the attacking intensity is gone from West Brom. You know, Bournemouth in the first game of the season was so upbeat and such a fantastic game to watch. You know, end to end, both teams really giving it full gusto every time they came forward. But you just sort of got to feel that that's just kind of gone. The high press, the quick ball playing. You saw what happens when you move the ball at speed against a side like Hull City who are defending deep and trying to sort of prevent you from attacking and things like that. It just works wonders. You know, if you give a team like Hull City the chance to reorganise themselves when they're in that low block, and the chance to sort of get set again by moving the ball slowly, then that's going to be your downfall, really. They're going to get set every single time. They're going to run down the clock with a little time wasting. Whereas if you get the ball, you play it quickly, you play it down the line, you use quick skills, you create overlaps. Hull City, they won't know how to deal with it. They won't be able to get organised for it. So yeah, that was my biggest sort of thing for today. You know, the high intensity football when it's needed today just was not there, and that worries me a little bit. But positives: Taylor Gardner-Hickman was you know, really good, a fantastic debut, to be honest, and you know, a win, another 3 points, and Bournemouth lost, so I suppose we're kind of closing in a little bit of ground on them by them losing, but Fulham won 7-0, so yeah, it swings and roundabouts really. I think Fulham are still the best side in this league, but Bournemouth seemed to be before tonight carving out those results. So yeah, difficult watch tonight for Albion, but as ever, pleased to get the 3 points and a reasonably good performance in the end, and getting the goal through Carlan Grant again. But yeah, that just brings me to the end of this Matchday vlog. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you comment your thoughts on the game and drop your thoughts ahead of the Middlesbrough game. There'll be a match preview coming just before that, so make sure you're in tune and getting ready for that as well. But that just brings me to the end of this Matchday vlog. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Take care.